Hi everybody, Vivi here. I am in Florissant, Colorado at a retreat, and it is a beautiful sunny afternoon. It's late in the day, and I just wanted to check in with the Chronicle. The last couple of days have been very challenging. I've been emotional in the sense that everything makes me want to cry. Kind of like when you're pregnant. Of course, you guys don't know about that, but when you're pregnant, you cry about everything. Hallmark card commercials and everything is heightened in you. Everything touches you. And that's how I feel right now. And I know it's because of the time of the year. This time, 10 years ago, I noticed that Terry was just declining, couldn't do anything. Like I said, he'd get up and get a cup of coffee and then sit on the couch all day, and that was it. That was all the energy he had, and I knew something was really wrong. And I was asking him, please go to the doctor. There's something wrong. And he had made an appointment, but with no urgency. And it wasn't till the end of the month. And I guess intuitively I knew he wasn't gonna make it to the end of the month, that he needed to get into a doctor. He wasn't in that, I mean, not die, but just something was going to happen that was going to cause him to have to go to the doctor sooner than the end of the month. And Terry was a man's man. He was a super jock. He started swimming at the age of 4, and he was the superstar swimmer at his high school. He was a double NCAA or NCAA, sorry, a swimmer in college. He swam for Dartmouth College. He still has records, unbroken records there. He went to the Olympic trials twice. He swam against Mark Spitz. Some of you know who Mark Spitz was, or he was the 1970s version, or late 1960s, 70s version of Michael Phelps. In fact, Michael Phelps broke Mark Spitz's records in swimming. So Terry was a phenomenal swimmer. Even though he never quite made it to the Olympics, he was that caliber. And he was a man who was larger than life, I guess. That's the term for him. He was just the embodiment of success. And so for him to not be able to get off the couch all day long was just such a difference to the man that I had been married to and fell in love with and all those good things. He was just very different. One thing that I've noticed in our society, we talk about grief after the fact, but we don't really address what happens prior to our person leaving us. All the fear, all the anticipation, all the pre-grief that we experience. It is extraordinarily traumatic to watch somebody you love die. To see them go from robust and full of life to just watch the life drain right out of them. And we don't teach in this culture, in America, in the American culture, how to deal with the dying and the journey and process of dying. And so most of us enter that situation completely blind, without any knowledge, without any support. It is an amazing thing, because dying is the process of living. And if we, in my opinion, I'm just giving my opinion, but if we embraced dying as part of our living, I think we would live completely different. And that's certainly what my near-death experience has taught me. First, it's taught me that dying isn't as scary as we all imagine. And secondly, it's taught me to really embrace and enjoy life. And we just don't do that in our society, and it's a shame. And that's something that needs to change, and I hope to be a pioneer in that change. But back to Terry and my ignorance of death. It was a very difficult time because he did not want to talk about it. He did not want to talk about how he was feeling. He was very closed off, which happens to be what happens when you're dying. You tend to go within. Of course, I didn't know that at the time. There's a lot that happens for them and for the people who love them, those that are dying. That's today's Chronicle. On Monday is the day that he went to the hospital, August 16th. And I will do a live then and continue the Chronicle. But you will also see me on Sunday with Sunday Snippets. All right, everybody, have a good evening. Bye.